All right. So I can turn it around. Thought I could. I could turn it around. There we go. All right,
Hey.
people. Hey, people. I'm here. I really caught her sitting by herself, man. I'm amazed at this, man. I'm glad to see this opportunity. This is Mrs. Sassy Jones. She is one of the people. That's where the people be at.
Okay.
So she is one of the people that I mentioned that was at the Traffic Sale and Profit Conference. You saw my other video. Here she is. It's an honor to talk to her. It's not often you get around people like this that have made
How
it.
did I talk to you?
All right. Anyway, I'm trying to get where she at. But anyway, she's she's basically, I kind of briefly spoke with her husband at the conference because I thought that was him.
Yep, that was
The
him.
guy that she said was the safety police.
Safety police.
Yeah, so I spoke with him. She's done amazing things. I really want to I don't want to talk too long. I just want to give you guys an interview. This is an honor. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Tyron. Tyron told me about the conference. And she's kind of really been, I remember her speaking. I remember she made a lot of points about relationship, which reminded me of something I went through exactly the same way when the person was attacking you.
Really?
I had the same thing. Look, I tell you.
Okay.
Anyway, but without further ado, this is Mrs. Sassy Jones.
Hey, y'all.
And I guess first I want to just kind of talk about her. How did you get started? What made you start your business? I know you kind of said it, but I can't. I recorded it. I don't want to upload it because I know he sells it. So.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Just for the people that, first of all, let me say one.
Okay.
If you've probably seen her before. She does. You go on Instagram and you see her doing videos, and she's like full of character, full of just personality, real bubbly, and she's basically doing the videos on Instagram. She's running a multi-million-dollar company. I didn't know it was that big till I got to this conference. I was like, and then she
love that response.
I didn't. I was like, she said, okay, we did 2.6. We went from 100, 330. See, I remember.
Yes, you got the numbers. You got the numbers.
330, 2.6. 7 this year.
Lord, he
so
got
like,
okay, he
she probably covered 2.6 back in like March or something.
Yes.
She's killing it.
Yes.
So look here, man. This is a blessing. Y'all need to get this game. I want y'all to hear this sister right here. She gonna put you on. Without further ado, I'm gonna shut up, and I want y'all to hear what she gotta say about how she made it and what did she do. So
hey y'all, he hyping me up like I'm all, huge or whatever, and he don't even like to be on the camera. What is that? He gonna make me do it all by myself. Anyways, I am Sharice Jones, y'all. I'm the owner of Sassy Jones. We are an award-winning accessory brand. We specialize in exquisite pieces, exquisite accessories for the sophisticated and the woman on the go, just like myself, from here to there, but you want to look really fly but look like you didn't try really hard, right? So that's what we do. We are a majority an e-commerce brand. About 90% of our revenue comes from e-commerce, meaning our website, shopsassyjones.com, but we also have a brick and mortar store. Our brick and mortar store is located in Richmond, Virginia. That's a smaller chunk of our revenue, and then we also have a subscription box. So how I got to this place was I just wasn't meant to be an employee. Plain and simple. I worked plenty of corporate jobs. I have sold everything from banking products to insurance products to title loans, everything, right? But I kept getting fired over and over and over. And there was just this trend going on. Hey, what's up, Jaleel? Oh, your folks lit.
Yeah, man.
Look at the engagement.
I've been trying to take them along with me on this journey.
Right, and that's what it's all about. Yeah. So I continually got fired, and I was like, I'm about sick of this. I got fired at one really important time in my life when I was building a home. I was to close on this house 30 days later, and I was like, you know what? I'm over this. I'm over people being in control of my destiny, right? And so I decided to start my business. I decided to start very small. I just set up a website. It didn't sell much. And most days I went for like months without sales, right? The only sales I could get is when I was face to face with someone. I'm like, well, if you can't sell online, maybe you worry about selling face to face. So I did. I did all these trade shows, built up the brand to the point where we no longer have to do trade shows, and we are majority operating off of e-commerce. So It's been a ride. We just got picked up by Macy's. We are a multi-million-dollar accessory brand. We reached that point in just 11 months, but it didn't take only 11 months to get there. It took years. I've been in business for 6 years. June made 6 years. So that's just a little bit about Sassy Jones and our specialty, what makes us different from shopping with any other accessory brand. There's 1,000 of them out there, is our keen sense of the customer experience and building. That's how we make our money, and that's how we do what we do. So yeah. Hey, Mind Over Matter.
Well, first of all, that was a great story. I remember being at the conference. I remember you spoke and you talked about customer relationships.
Yeah.
And that's I'm running an IT school, IT academy. I train people. I had a student kind of turn on me like that. Where I trained him twice. I trained him for 6 months, 10 hours a week, every day. And he came at me because nobody had gotten a job.
Okay.
So he's lying, and then as soon as he did that, somebody got a job. Like literally 10 minutes after he said something, I got a phone.
That's the way God set it up.
Exactly, because I was about to really show off. I was about to call him like, "Where you at? Like,
Right,
what's up?"
right.
You know? So, but it was kind of funny because I remember the students. Before that happened, they was already on him like ants. Just like, man, this dude done worked hard. He done tried to, that's messed up. You trying to do this, dude trying to help us.
Yeah.
So I remember when you said that
Because the
story.
people come to bat for you if you've done a good job.
If you go all the way out, and I try to give people more than what they pay for.
Totally.
I try to
over deliver.
And somebody, I don't charge that much. People telling me, man, people pay $3,000 for this training. I paid $14. So why would you give it away I charge $400?
Yeah. Wow.
I do it because I'm trying to help my people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, and make it accessible.
Exactly. So I noticed that about you. Could you speak to that? Because I noticed that you really spoke to that
Yeah. So what he was talking about was an example of how he had a customer sort of come for him in every industry, right? But what makes a difference is how you make the customer feel when they're walking away from you and when they're walking away from your brand. Whether they decide to never, ever, ever do business again, how you treated them makes all the difference in the world. And I think, especially when I first got started, my biggest thing was always trying to be right, and standing for my policies, and you ain't gonna break me. I'm a small business owner, and no, standing for my ground and continually telling the customer no, but that is not the way to do it. Really and truly, it is true that the customer is always right, and they're right about one thing. How they walking away from your experience, right? So even though we have to stand for our policies and protect our brands and our businesses and our bag, right? There's ways to verbalize things, and there's ways to handle experiences so that even though they may not have got what they want, they know that you're still a good person, right? They know that they can still refer your business. And what he was talking about is I had a customer come for me, and she decided to try to exploit that with my other customers, and not just any customers. I'm talking about like the top 10% of my customers. So all in a Facebook group together, right? And when she did that, she told me that she was going to do it. I said, go right ahead, because I knew what the outcome was going to be. And I'm not talking about to a little bit of customers. Like, there's hundreds of women in this group, right? So she decided to do that for about 60 days. But based on the relationship that me and all of these women had, she did not get her desired outcome. They actually turned on her. And
didn't you say that she went and found where you got your products and tried to?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say no names.
Yeah.
She went and found, at least she thought she did.
Yeah.
And she got mad at you because you making a profit.
Right.
Like you supposed to not mark it up. What?
Yeah.
I was like, what's
it was the
logic?
most ignorant thing in the whole wide world, because if you understand business, if you shop at Walmart, you shop anywhere, there's a wholesale price and then there's a markup. That's called retail. That's the American way, right? So she thought that she found one of my suppliers, which she did not. The hilarious part is that it's just hilarious. I'll leave it there. But she did not. But she thought she did, right? So you were loud and wrong. So yeah, and she continued to try to slam my name. But the great thing about it is when you do a good job, your reputation precedes you. And I really had to say nothing except send a cease and desist. That was it. I'll just handle it legally. There's no need for me to get messy, right? So
and there was one more thing. I know you said you didn't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
one more thing that you said that really stuck with me. You said you had twins. She had just had twin boys and got on the road. That was the grind. That's what puts to me.
Yeah, that was the grind. Yeah.
And the grind is like my first house I ever flipped. Took me 2 years.
Ooh.
I ain't had no money. I'm struggling. I'm reading books, trying to figure out how to fix it.
Ain't nobody got a manual to tell you how to do it.
Every contractor wanted $30,000.
Yeah.
And I had to figure out how to do it with my own two hands. For first house.
Yeah.
After that, it was easier.
Best lesson ever, though.
Usually, those are the ones that'll knock you out.
Mm-hmm.
What kept you going there? And first, it kind of explains, because I'm very bad with it. Please explain what I meant. Like you said, the first year she had twin boys, and how was it?
Yeah. So I wanted to leave my job. My exit strategy was creating this tour, this marketing tour all up and down the East Coast. And it sounds cute, but that was like 3 cities, like Philadelphia, Orlando, and Atlanta, right? In a 30-day period. And I did that for a month in my minivan with like thousands of inventory in my trunk. And it was also, my twin boys were about 4 months at the time. I had just had twins, but I was determined to get on this road for that year and hit up all these spots. Sometimes the twins could come, sometimes I had to stay at home, but it was like pure relentlessness to me because I was tired, of course. Did I feel like it? No. Being a new mom is hard. Being a new twin mom is even harder, but I just wanted it so bad. So that was my hustle.
And I guess finally, the last thing is, I remember about 2 weeks ago, actually probably about a month ago, Steve Harvey made a comment about rich people don't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't like him.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't have no problem with Steve Harvey.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I remember I made a video in his defense because I'm running businesses and doing things. I'm up to 2 a.m. Then I get up and go to work and sit in the cubicle.
Yeah.
Go to the gym. So can you speak to that grind as
Sure.
well? Because it's almost like people, because everybody, you need to get your sleep. Get your sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But
so I feel a few different ways about it, right? You have to determine what success means to you. And so if you're chasing after something, it has to be worth it. So if you're not going to get any sleep, that's okay. And in the beginning of anything, when you're still in the building phase, you don't get to sleep. No, you don't get to sleep. I certainly didn't get to sleep, especially being a new mother and then you're trying to build a business. What? No, there is no sleep. However, at this phase in my career, I desire sleep. I think sleep is very important. And when you are able to build a team, to be able to do the technical work for you so that you don't have to be everywhere, that's the money pot, right? That's the goal. So other people work still gets done without your presence. And then you can go take a nap. Because I can do what only I can do if I am well rested, because what I do requires a lot of energy. And energy requires sleep. So today I'm pro sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, if you had to leave a nugget if people that watch this video, they had to get a nugget and say, okay, this is what would you tell people, like new entrepreneurs starting in business? What advice would you give them as far as getting started, pitfalls? Because I heard you talk about hiring the right crew. Right? Mm-hmm. I've been through hiring the wrong people.
I gotta be somewhere at 3:00.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, look.
Yeah, I have to go, but I will leave you with a nugget. I don't want to leave you hanging. So here's the thing: shut all the other people out, because so many people are gonna have opinions about what it is that you're doing. You can't share it with them, nor can you anticipate acting on their feedback. It's pointless. So keep your dreams to yourself. Only share them with other eagles and soar. That's the best advice I can give you.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Thank y'all. I'm at the conference. We're going to be getting it in all week. So that's it. Thank y'all. Y'all be blessed, man.
Thank you so much.